Hi, I'm Manuel David Feldenkrais Pasillo Sebastiani Reza III, and I'm here to talk about the production of the Fender Stratocaster. Joining me today is my skeleton friend, Billy. Say hello, Billy. Oh, right. He doesn't have a voice, so he's gonna use beeps. I can understand him, don't worry. Anyways, we're gonna talk about the Fender Stratocaster and how it's made and distributed, down to the wood it comes from. Roll the intro. Yes, we have an intro. What are you talking about, Billy? That was amazing. We'll discuss this later. For now, the Strat. The Fender Stratocaster was made in 1954 by Leo Fender, who wanted to make guitars a leading instrument rather than just a rhythm instrument. This guitar was used arguably most famously by Jimi Hendrix, who reversed all the strings in a right-handed Stratocaster and flipped it over because he didn't have the money for a left-handed one. This same instrument is the one Billy and I will be focusing on today. Let's go. The Stratocaster, at its core, is made of alderwood, maplewood, steel, and nickel silver, which is a copper alloy. The alderwood and maplewood are grown and processed in similar places, up in Northeast America and some of Quebec. They are processed in the same place they are grown due to them losing quite a bit of value if processed anywhere farther. Yeah, they do have to be transported to the factory in Scottsdale, but that's after the wood has already been processed, so not as much is lost. Once the wood gets processed, it gets transported to the factory in Scottsdale, Arizona, here's the address, via plane. The same applies for steel and nickel silver, both produced in China. Yeah, we did talk about steel in another project, but this time I'll only brush over it. We won't go as in depth as last time. For your sake, Billy. No problem, Billy. They get transported over the sea via plane as well as the wood, straight to the factory over in Arizona. Then there's the creation process. With the 2,787 people in the factory, the guitars are made with both human hands and machines. The cutting of the wood is done by a machine called the CNC machine that, as that guy in the video puts it,
the CNC machine means perfect cuts every time.
Everything's precision cut so that we have perfect alignment and the guitar sets up perfectly.
Yes, I know he says perfectly too much. No one man needs that much perfect in one sentence. The sanding that is then done by hand, mainly because you can't make a machine sand something perfectly every time. Billy, question nothing. It doesn't matter whether the machine can cut perfectly, it will never sand perfectly. Trust in Leo. Anyways, while the body is being made, the neck is being made with the same machine out of maple instead of alder. The neck is being much more precisely made to accommodate for the tuners, truss rod, and frets, which are put in after the cutting is done. Great question, Billy. Remember that nickel silver I mentioned earlier? Well, that's what the frets are made out of. Tuners and truss rods are often made out of steel, though. The neck is also sanded when the body of the guitar is being painted by a person because machines are useless when it comes to painting. Billy, what did I say earlier? Trust in Leo. Anyways, after the painting, the body is hung and set to dry for a couple of days. Once the paint is dried, the electronics are applied to the guitar and soldered together. Here's some guitar guts. Why? I don't know. No, it wasn't necessary, but I felt like it. Your point? Anyways, after all that, the neck and body are finally put together by 4 screws keeping them together. The guitar is then strung and the tremolo bar is added. Ah, thank you for reminding me. The tremolo bar is what allows the guitar to make a warbling sound. It's this thing. This one right here. That's tremolo. Anyways, after the tremolo bar is added, the guitar is tested to see if it works. After that, it's shipped out via trucks across the U.S. to many different music stores around the world. Oh, right, the problem part of this video. Well, I explained all the production stuff for a reason. The issues that come with making a Stratocaster. Well, that's why I got halfway through the recording of all this, and I only just realized I did it wrong, so I'm not going to redo those takes anyways. Remember how I said the Strat was made out of alder and maplewood? Yeah, getting wood has a certain cost. A cost called deforestation. You know what that is? Of course you do, but let me tell you anyways. According to Britannica, Deforestation is the clearing or thinning of forest by humans. In other words, see this guy? This plant is called St. Helena redwood, and it went extinct due to its forest being deleted by the common man. That, in essence, is deforestation. Now, maple and alderwood don't grow too much outside of the Northeast America and southern Quebec, which means that if we keep taking down these trees, we're going to run out of wood. The best possible option is to find an alternative material to make these instruments out of, but that doesn't look likely with how guitars like these are so iconic, and changing the material would be like changing the guitar. It would be wonderful if Fender could change something, but no, we get more wood being wasted. Oh, don't you worry, Billy. We're getting into the transportation. But first, the steel. Remember how I said steel is produced in China? Well, China happens to be one of the most polluted places on Earth, and the production of steel and nickel silver only contributes to that. Steel and other alloy productions cause quite a bit of air pollution, and that is not and will never be a good thing. A solution to this could be, once again, changing the material to something different. Now, to get to transportation. Ready, Billy? Great. Well, the steel and wood are transported by planes that use a lot of fuel that causes problems for the environment when used. Same with the trucks, a lot of fuel that causes pollution. Now, of course, there is a solution for this, and only one person who has done anything for the plane fuel and truck fuel. It's Elon Musk. No, I'm not joking. Elon Musk and his companies are getting us closer to a fuel-free world with his idea of electric planes, and Tesla with their electric cars could be put into making transportation trucks. He can also get us to space, and we could potentially make guitars out of moon rock. Who knows? For now, all we can do is pray that Fender thinks of some other materials to make strats and other guitars that aren't going to allow the Earth to die. For now, we can only hope. Lily, do you want to say something for the end? Good stuff. Well, that concludes the video. Thank you for watching, and as always, trust in Leo.